Hello everyone, welcome to workshop on web development. So, the web development is nothing but a creation of website that we visit almost every day. So, we will start learning web development. Now, it comes to the question, what is a web development, or in terms of the technical things we say a full stack web development, right? So the answer is it refers to creating, building and maintaining a single page web application which has a cross platform support. That means like Mac OS, Linux, Windows, Ubuntu, etc. And it is simple, the development and the deployment methods. So in this workshop we are going to learn how an HTML page can be developed, how the CSS can be added to style it, then to make it a responsive page we add some bootstraps there, and the JavaScript to make it a functional page. Okay, so let's start for the today's session. Now there are some basics you must learn first. So for creating any web page or any website, first of all we need some IDE, that is integrated development environment. So the first IDE that I will suggest you download the VS Code, that is Visual Studio Code, what your system prefers. Okay, it may be a Windows or the Linux or the Mac OS. On Google you can search this Visual Studio Code and get the link, download it and install. Then there is one more thing that I will suggest you. Go to the GitHub. GitHub is one of the most preferred source by developers. Here we can create our account as a developer profile, and also the version controlling can be helped by GitHub. So guys, sign up here and create one account, and then I will just sign in my account. Okay, and here you will find your profile, okay. So now what is the use of GitHub? Here you are creating many repositories, so from here you can go to the repositories. Okay, so these are repositories. What this repository consists of? This repository actually consists of the code you developed on your system and that are stored on some global space. Okay, so if I open this, you will see some code here, some files, right? And this some files have some code. Okay, that is, these files are from my system, that this code is created on my system and that code I have saved here. Okay, so you can create your account and try to create some repositories. From here you can create one new repository, give a name to that, some name. Okay, if I give some name, and just make it public or private, what you prefer. Initially I will suggest for making it public, so everyone can see your repository, and creating the repository you will create one repository. Okay, now the second thing is creating a repository on your system. For that you need to download Git Bash. So what will the Git Bash do? Git Bash will connect your GitHub to your system, so you can push all the code to this repository from the GitHub account. Okay, then download this Git Bash, install it on your system. Okay, then we will go to start one repository. So but before that we will create some code. We will write some code in Visual Studio that will be a basic HTML code, and at the end of workshop we will be creating one repository on our system, and then we will push all the changes here in the GitHub repository. So now this is the VS Code, Visual Studio Code. Whenever you open the Visual Studio Code, you will see this first page, home page. Okay, first of all create one folder where you want to store all your project, and open that folder through the VS Code. Here you can see one open folder link. All here in file you can see here open folder, so from anywhere you can see this. So I have created one folder called workshop, it is naming here, and saved some images over there for the further use. Now we will start our first HTML code. Now what is HTML? So HTML is the hypertext markup language. Nowadays HTML5 word is in trend. So HTML5 is the advanced running version of HTML. It helps to create the basic structure of your web page. Now what the term web page? So the web page, this is we call a web page. Now this is some structured web page. It has some text over here, some images and everything. Now how it is created? So it is created with the help of first of all the HTML. Then now we will start the basic coding of HTML, some basic tags of HTML. For that you need to create one file. If I say html1.html, and the necessary thing is every HTML file is saved with the extension .html, then only it will be an HTML file. Now so let's start with the basic tag. First tag is the doc type HTML. It is a single tag here. Then HTML tag, it is a basic HTML tag. So this is although the doc type HTML is not necessary, and if we want to comment it, just press your control and backslash and you can. This is the commenting tag of HTML. Then HTML has two basic tags. Without this tag you will not be able to see the web page. The first tag is your head tag and second tag is your body tag. So this is a body tag. Okay, now we will moving towards the tags in head. So title will gives the title. Then there are some meta tags. So what is meta tag? Meta tags actually gives the information of any web page or website developed for or meant for. This is a metadata containing the data about the data, means whatever the data we want to give on the web page, that will be informed by the metadata. So it is just like meta name here, viewport, and then what should be the content of it. The content of it simply we will give the device width, then that will show in the device width whatever the your device width it will be taking. And the initial scale, okay, so simply like this. Now also you can add some descriptions and other meta tags like keyword description, etc. Now moving towards the body tag. So body is actually what the white space you see on your web page and the contents on the white page that are given by the tag. So we will start with the basic header tag. Header tag will provide you the headings. Here the heading tag, h1 heading. If I want to see some changes, then you need to open this page. So from here you can see the file explorer, or otherwise you can go to the web page, then so this is our Techvanto Academy page that we have just written one head tag, h1 tag. Now there are h1 to h6 tag. If I get them from, I will be writing just alternative tags. This is h2. If I write some h4 text, so we were just checking the output. You need to first of all refresh it and then you will see, because it is a static page, so you need to refresh it and then only you can see the changes what you want to see. Then so this is about the header tag. Now moving towards the different tags, like we will first of all use the p tag. P tags are the tags which gives the paragraph, and the first important thing about the p tag, that is it starts always in the next line. if I write so this is a p tag. Now if I want the same text here or different text, so and to see the effect of p tag, does it comes in the next line always or not? So in that case, if I copy this text and use in the same and save, so we will see the effect, that is it is always coming in the next line. Now but the case is little different in the span tag. You can write the same text, and if you are using the span tag, then this will be appended by here. First of all, it is coming over the next line, and the next span tag, if I use the same span tag, then we will switching to the, and here if I refresh, it is coming over the spanning. So this is called as a span tag. Now there is called a linking tag, or it's a anchor tag. What the anchor tag do? The anchor tag is used to link another page or any other web page or any other website from your web page. So we will be using one anchor tag here. So for that, just write a href, and you need to give here some link, some source. I will be using the Facebook source. So close this and give here some text, Facebook, okay, and save. See, I saw here one text called Facebook, and if I click this, I will be navigating to the Facebook. So this is an anchor tag, and if you can go back, you will be coming to your page. So there is two more things that will be for the target. If you want to open this page in the same, then target will be blank, and then if you want to open it in the different, then target will be self. I save this. Now target is self, so it is opening in the same. Go to the Facebook. It's, if I give it a blank, then now it is saved. Now this is a blank, target is blank. Now the target is blank, so we will be switching to the switch. Just refresh it. Yes, the next another tab is loading. Then the most important tag is now the image tag. So image tag will be given like this, image src, and here you need to pass the any path of your image. If I say logo.jpg, then now there is one more attribute called alt attribute. So alt attribute shows you the name of the alternate to the source. If you are not able to see this image, then instead of the image the text will be shown. Close this image tag. One more thing about the image tag is a self-closing tag. So this is image tag. If I save and switch, see this logo is coming over here. I just change to the another. If I say root.jpg, save this. Okay, so this is coming. Now it is coming over here and it don't look proper. So I will be using one tag called HR tag. It will give me a line here. Okay, then see the HR tag will give me a line here. Now if I refresh this, it is coming over here. It goods to see this. Now linking can be given to anything, any text or any image also. We will find giving a linking to the different image. So for that, first of all, we will be using a break tag which will switch to the next line also. A break tag, it breaks the things to be displayed in a different line. So I will be using one image tag and one image that will be an okay. So I should put the link over this image. How I put the link over the image? href, and for this I need one more page over here, right? Or otherwise I can link this Facebook to this image by this image. Wrap this image tag over here inside the anchor tag. If I save, so I will get another image, and then it will be linking to the different page. So this is a simple use of any image and the anchor tag. Then so we will be creating now some list over here. So I will be using one HR tag for this. Now first of all we will complete our code and then we will see the output. So the label gives you the label for some input boxes. So input tag is one of the tag that is used to take an input from the user from the web page. It is also an self-closing tag. Now we will be using one data list with this. So what the data list tag do? Data list tag gives the list of the items with the ID provided to it. So the list will have another tag called option tag. Option tag gives the options to the drop down, options in the drop down. So option tag will have another attribute called value, and you need to provide one value over there. You can provide 1 2 3 or even the name, city names we will provide here. I will change the city names somewhere here. Okay, then one more tag that we can see, again the select tag. We will see the select tag and the output of both we will see together. So select tag, what the select tag do? Select tag needs to it gives option to select only from given inputs, only from given option list. So we will use the select tag over here. Now also select tag, just like the data list, it uses the option, and here we will give some options like some channels, right? Then we will be using only 2 to 3. Now again there is one tag that is called opt group. It is a combination of select tag and opt group tag. Here you will find the option inside some group. So opt group tab will have first of all one label attribute. That label attribute I will suggest for just some restaurants list we will give, and they will have some takeaway and dine-in 2 options. So in that, here we will be using some option. So value will be like this, 1. I will say like Domino's, and then one more option, that is any suggestion from you guys, that is to get KFC or like. Then one more option, so everyone's favorite, that is MACD, correct? Okay, so let's go. I can add one more opt group here. So we will be taking it as a dine-in, right? So Domino's, it's not, we'll use like Taj or Radisson. Okay, and one more, that is the trident or something. Let's see what we have done. Okay, I have saved this and I need to refresh my browser. Okay, so they are coming. Can you see that? Can you see that it is at the bottom of this? So if I click this, okay, is it? It is down. So here you can see the options, and also you can input any option over here, right? But as it is a data list, so you will find the list of the data and input options, but this is a select tag. I will just put all of them to above somewhere so you can feel it better. Just a second. And again I will refresh. Yeah. Okay, so this is coming over here, right? And then one more thing that we can do. Okay, so like this, now you can see it properly. So whenever you hover to this, you will find that you can see a list of them. But this is a select tag. Here you will find the list automatically, and you cannot enter any of user value. Here you can enter any of user value, right? But here you cannot enter any of user value. And coming to the opt group, you can see there are the groups. So from takeaway you can select any one option, from dine-in you can select the any one option. So this is the use of the select tag and data list tags, and moreover the options. Okay, so moving towards the different tags, we will write this now. So these are some basic tags that we usually use in the HTML. Now I will be creating one more HTML page. So this mandatory .html, right? And I will be using the basic code of HTML, so that okay, now the head tag. So head tag, title tag, second page, and there is one more thing that we will be using here. So that will be a icon of your tab. So what is the icon of tab? How you can give the icon to a tab? So for that, the tag is link tag. So link tag will give a icon of this logo dot jpg that I will be using first of all, and this relation is mandatory here. Relation, you can provide an icon, so it will be in the heading of your tab. So just of the body tag we will write, and then we need to open the second page. So what we will do, we will switch this page to the HTML second here, from here. Otherwise you can go from the folder also. HTML second, wait. Second page, and you can see guys, the icon is here. Okay, so logo, that we have provided a link called logo, that is icon, you can see over here. Now in a body tag we will be using some different tags called section tags and the other UL and navbars, etc. So starting from the navbar, we will use the navbar, means the navigation. Navbar means the navigation. Navigation is what? From jump from one page to another, or from navigate from route from one page to another. How will you go from one page to another? Every time we cannot use any image or text or anything in the body, right? At the top of our page we need something to go from here to there, right? So the nav bar is meant for that. It always hang on the top of the page. Generally it all on the top of the page, or even you can take at the bottom also, that is your choice. Now the listing tag, the listing tags are UL, it will be an unordered list, OL will be an ordered list, and LI gives the list items to you. So LI, first of all we will use an anchor tag, or simply the hash character for the static will give. Then so we have one page, HTML page, right? So HTML1.html, we will be linking to it, and then say just home, right? And the another li tag, we will just taking the names of this, similarly like YouTube, okay, and one more li like, so this will be our navbar. Okay, I'm switching to this, guys. Yeah, so this will be our navbar created. Okay, then if I go and refresh this page, you can see this is one navbar, right? A simple navbar from the HTML. Okay, unordered list and the list items presented over here. If I click this, it is going always to the next, right? And if I say back, okay, so this is one simple navbar, and we will make a use of this navbar for our section things. So I will put, so this is the code for the navbar, simple nav UL tag, and in that some list li tags are present over here, so to give the list of the tags. Now I will be using one section tag, so href, and we will create one section with the name of, first of all, this one section, say something YouTube, okay, and this, you must close the tags, because without closing tag they will not work. And here now this is hash. What is the use of hash? That it will link somewhere, okay, it will say linking of somewhere, right? Now we will create one section. So section tag is for to create the different sections on the same web page. If you want to go down, the section is the things are at the bottom of your web page and you need to scroll so much, so avoid this scrolling, we use the section tag, right? So if I use this first of all, okay, so YouTube is the section, this is section ID. Now in this I will put some dummy text, so it will be using a p tag, and going to the, there is one called the lorem ipsum. It gives you the dummy text, so you can simply paste the dummy text, copy and paste the dummy text over here. Okay, now guys, what you can see, just I have pasted the text over here, but it is coming in this long line, right? So just control all and go to view and click the word wrap. You will see the text is wrapped over here. Okay, and I will put the same content in the next p tag, and we'll create the another section over here that is of ID Techvanto. Okay, and then close this, and here you can put the same dummy text, right? I will change the name over here for so we can see the difference in the text. Difference in the section also. So below this section I will put one HR tag, so it will be separated, and we can find this is a different section and this one is the different section. So YouTube, so this is a YouTube. So how can I make it bold? B tag, use simply a B tag to make this text bold. So I can find this text over here, right? So this is like this also, just take this over here. Okay, and now this is the section for the YouTube, and another section is for our Techvanto. Let's see guys whether we are able to see this section in that or not. Okay, so what is the main role of this section? That you should scroll down directly. Okay, then just go to the second page, just refresh. This text is over here. If I minimize this, okay, if I minimize this, then right, so I cannot see the follow text. What is that? Techvanto, I want to see the full text of Techvanto. Then if I click this, if I click this link Techvanto, it will be taking me to the Techvanto text, right? If I wish to go to YouTube, it will be taking me to the YouTube text, correct? So this is the use of section tag, simple section tag. Now we will be using some already we have used the UL and everything, so one more UL table we will use over here. How the exactly UL tag will look like? So there are the two types of listing, that is UL and OL, etc. So we will be first using the UL tag that describes the some type of this. Okay, so square, disc, anything you can give. If I give the disc, so round shape UL list will be given to you. I'll write some dummy text over here, then one more li, that is Okay, so this is one of the UL tag, and with the UL tag we will be using OL tag also for the next effect. What we can see, ordered list and unordered list. So OL tag has the type in the numbers always, because it is an ordered list, right? So you can give 1 2 3, you can give the Roman, the small ABCD letters, right? And you need to start it from somewhere. So if I start it from the 1, it will start printing from the 1. And then also it is using the li tag, right? So I will be using some list of the cities. So then li, one more, and also some. After that we will be using some table tags. So first of all we will see the effects of the li tag. What we can see, that is, see, this is an unordered list, its type is disk, you can give a square or anything, and this is the listing tag over here. So this is giving you an listing of the things. Okay, let's move towards our tag, that is remaining tag. These are some basic tags we can use. Again, one tag called as our table tag. So I'm using the HR tags in between. Why? Because you should separate the things and understand properly. Then the table tag, the name itself suggests that it will be a table, right, that we want to design from somewhere. So guys, we are just learning the basic tags over here. So if you don't find any styling, then don't worry, we are going to style it with the CSS. Okay, then that time it will be look good. But first of all, learning basics is very much important, right? Then so table tag will have the table tag. First of all, in that you need to use the t head tag, that gives the header, and it will have the table row, and the table row will have some table data. So these are the basic structure. And one more, the t body tag will give the body of the table. Okay, so like this is the basic structure, and this t body tag will also have the tr, and tr will also consist of the td. So now we are here for basic structure of the table. Now this is time to put some data over here. Now this is td, but we need some heading, right? So it should be a heading type. So why, instead of using the td, we will be using a th tag. correct? So it will give us a heading. Okay, then so if I give some serial number, first of all we will use, okay, then simple table we are making here over the name, and I will say some subject. Okay, then now this is the TD tag, correct? So what the TD tag do? TD tag will assign the data for every header, right? So I will be using, for every row we are using the TD. So first of all the serial number, then name. What is the name? If I say this one, and one subject I need to put over here, that will be like HTML. Okay, and just do one thing, that copy this row and change the data, right? If I change this, if I change from 1 to 2 and Nakul to something, Namit, okay, and the subject will be CSS, our next topic, right? And then the third one, that will we will be using some different name, okay, and then we will use the JavaScript. Okay guys, so just let's see the effect of this table tag, okay, and then just refresh. Every time you need to refresh. Why? It is a static website. Okay guys, so you can see this is not a styled table, so that you can see only this. Okay, so this is one table of your data with the serial number, name and subject. Okay, then after the table tag we will use one footer. Okay, so footer tag, what is the footer tag? When we conclude the web page, we always use the footer. Footer is to just we show the name of the developer or something like that, or the company, etc., right? So if I write some name over here, Techvanto Academy, okay, so footer tag here, right? Some text, right? Before that I put one HR tag. Okay, so if I save this and I go to the browser, my tab, and I refresh it, I just see that there is one text, right? It don't look good. So we will be having one tag to make it a center tag. It is not permitted in HTML5, but still we can use this. Okay, and just this is a simple text, it looks a simple text. So what we can do, so interesting thing is ampersand, say copy and one semicolon, it will give you a copyright symbol. It will give you a copyright symbol. See, ampersand a copy, and just I will write it again, ampersand copy and one, oh, sorry, this is, so this will give us some different thing. What is that? A copyright symbol, and it is aligned center. Okay, no other alignment tag other than center can be used directly in HTML. For that you need to style your HTML. Okay, so this is about the HTML basic tags. Now we will be moving towards the CSS to design our beautiful CSS page. I hope everyone find this session interesting, and it will be more interesting when we will going to style some pages. Okay, now it's time to have the code for CSS. Okay, so for that I will be creating one file that is called index.html. How will you find the CSS applied? So for that you need one HTML page, right, with some code, and on that you will apply the styling. So I close this, and this is doc type HTML, and this is HTML. Okay, and header tags, that will be simple header tags. So the title will be shopping page, we will say shop now. Okay, and the body tag. So first of all guys, we will create it's a simple HTML structure. Okay, then we will create one style sheet, and then we will apply it. So there are three ways to apply style sheet, that is, first one is inline, and the second one is internal, and the third one is external. Inline means you can give a style here only in HTML page. So first of all, we'll be using the div tag. Div tag is one of the most important HTML tag. It gives the division to you. Okay, and here, so although we are using the div tag, we can use the class or ID. Okay, so here we are using one class, that is a header class. Give some name to that, and as I said before, you must close every tag. Some tags are the self-closing tag, but many tags are you need to close with this closing tag. And here first of all we will create one nav bar. Okay, so nav, simple nav we will create, and in that nav we will be using one image. So the image src will give us a logo. So shall I open this first of all? Yeah, this is shop me logo that I can use, logo.png. Anyways, if your images are more, you can create one folder called images, and give the path from there also. So alternative tag will be a logo. Now this is a self-closing tag, and in this nav below this we will create one list of the navigations. Okay, so the list of navigations li, just we have taken early, right? So I will be using only, I will not create more pages and give the navigation. I am just creating over here the static things. So more navigations are like we can place the, as it is a shopping page, we can just use the men, women, and kids, and furnishing, etc. And one more, that is home furnishing, right? So this is okay. So we have completed our nav bar. Now heading towards the one more div we will create over here, and the class will be our just simply like a text box. So we are getting some text. Okay, and one heading for this, that great discount on latest collection. This collection is right, and some text for this. I will be using this dummy text over here. Okay, some lorem ipsum dummy text. Again, I will just wrap everything, so it will be convenient for the developer to use your code. It is quite big text, so I just cut it off from somewhere. Okay, so I will keep only this, right? Now I'm using one link tag over here for the some text, right? Shop now. Okay, then so we need to create one more tag for this div. We will be creating one more div called user box. Okay, then just one image over here for our page to look good. So this is user.png image we will be using, and some alt text user. Okay, then close this tag, image tag, correct. Now this will be a simple HTML structure. If you go and open this, I will just open here only. Look at this. So index.html. Okay, you will see only like this because we have not applied any styling over here, correct. Now we will be applying the styling to this, right? So go to the VS Code again. It is good if you are if you need to give the more styling, then external style sheet, use of external style sheet will be great. So I will be taking the name styles.css, and see, this is a CSS icon and this is a CSS file. The CSS file is having the extension .css. Okay, now I will make all the margins first of all, so you can use the star for all margins. Okay, then first of all margin will be 0 simply, then make a padding will be, these are some properties you can change. So box sizing will be the border box. Okay, then we will select the font family for every text. So all the text will have the single font. Any suggestions for here? Poppins is there? No, just use the sans serif then with this. Okay, now the font is applied to all the text, whether it is a H1 text or it is a paragraph text. Every font text will be applied. Now, so first of this, it is a class, right? Header is a class. Okay, so you need to use this class to apply these styles over this all things. Okay, this all divs styling will be applied with the header class. So how to use this header class, this text header? Okay, we will use this text header, but as it is a class, we are going to use like this dot header. Okay, if it is a id, if I have written here id, okay, so it will be an hash, it will be an hash. Okay, so these are the structures that you can use, right? So I will be using class over here, so I can apply the properties properly, because what are the properties applied to the id that will not be applicable for the other classes, that will be applicable for all over the classes. So we need to apply the different properties to the different classes. So use the class header, then width, take an 100% width. Okay, now and the height, just take 100 vh of height. Okay. One more thing that is important, padding, so 0, and these are some percentages, like how much padding you want, right, around that class, around that div. Okay, not class, around that div, how much it will be a padding, what will be the width of the div, what will be the height of the div we created. Okay, so these stylings are applied to that. And one more, that we will be using one background. So the background we will use here one linear background. Okay, not a simple color, we will be using linear background, or that is linear gradient. So give some degrees to that, otherwise you can use the right, to left, etc. Okay, and some color, add some colors to that. So color code will be like 220. You can select from the color codes from the Google also, or there is one website called W3 School, so you can take a help for the colors of that website also, 6 dB, otherwise use your colors. I don't want to use this is a dark color, so 6, it will be quite dark. Let's see, hash 14, 42. That's 14. So this is the color code, that's why it was not showing. Okay, then this is a color combination we will be using. Okay, then so we are using the nav, as the nav is a default tag, right? It is not a class. Nav is a default tag, so we can use directly the nav. Okay, the text nav, don't use the dot or hash character over there, we can use the tag name directly. Width will be the 100%. Okay, so it will be giving horizontally a tag. Why? Because we are going to display it as flex. Okay, and align every element, align items in a center. Then so you need to justify, again there is one thing called justify content along with the flex. Whenever you are using the display flex property, there are two properties called display flex or display inline block. Okay, so flex will be taking your things in a same line, right? So justify content will be, you can say right, left, or space between, space around, space evenly, you can select anyone from that. Okay, according to your page. Then padding will be keeping just 20 pixel and 0 along the y-axis. Then position will be just like a relative, select the relative. See, use the suggestions given by the VS Code if you are getting in. Then just first of all we will be using this nav, and the ul tag from the nav and the li tag for the nav. So the effects will be applied to this li and ul. Then display inline block. Okay, so now here we are using inline block. We will see what is the difference between the inline and the flex. Then list style will be none. Okay, style will be none. That means nothing, any shape or anything in front of that, right? So that is margin. Type we are making none. Okay, then margin just keep a 10 pixel, 30 pixel. Okay, around we are keeping with the nav bar. Okay, so this is the code for the list. Okay, now for code for the just your anchor tag. Okay, we will code for anchor tag. Then text decoration we will keep none. Text decoration will be our none, or we can use the text decoration. If you want to use the text decoration, you can use the text decoration. Then color, for this some RGB color code, that will be like 43 and 71 and 199. So it will be good color. Okay, according to our background color. Font size, just keep the font size something 20 pixel, so it will look proper. And then so just see and change first of all. Okay, I forgot to switch or something. Yeah, this is good. Okay. So that is our styling we have done till now. So this is a margin. Okay, is my code visible right now? Okay, somehow it is stuck. Yeah. Wait for a while, guys. Let us switch over. So guys, now it is visible. So I will explain the code again, don't worry. Okay, so this is C. We are using the star for all the margins to the complete body tag, right? Whatever the body of this page we are using. So this star will be what these properties will be applied to the complete body tag. Then the header tag, so we are header class we are using here. So for this div, a class is provided called header, and this header is written over here and with the dot character. Why this dot character? Because it is a class. If it will be a ID, okay, suppose it will be an ID, just like this, it will be an ID. Okay, so it will be simply a hash character. like this. Okay, getting? But now we will just keep it as a class, as because we want our styles to be applicable for the other classes also. It will be, if it will be an ID, then the styling applied to this ID will be applied to all the other classes, and their stylings will be somewhere defeated, so that we will be using the class over here. Okay, then to the next, we are using the nav, right? So for the nav we will be keeping the width 100%. Okay, so it will be a horizontally taking the width of the web page. Then a display property called flex. There are two kind of display properties, that is flex, and the next one is the inline. The difference between the flex and the inline block, that you can see, div is the thing, or the li is the thing that comes always to the next line. So making an li tag a list item horizontally, making all the list item horizontally, we are displaying them as a inline block. Okay, and why we are using the flex? Because it will give a simple block to the nav to display all its containing. Okay, then alignment, align items as a center, justify content. You can justify the content between, you can use your right or left or something. Okay, space between, and the other things like position, padding and everything. Okay, then style, we are making the list style, we are making none. Again, margin has given. Then the anchor tag has some stylings, text decoration none, its color and some font size. Now we will be applying some style to our text box class. We have a text box class over here, so it is having some contents of text. Okay, then so some margin, top, we'll be keeping just 100 for now. Okay, if we like to change, we can change it. Then max width, some width we will keeping. You can use either the max width. Max width uses that content to only that width it has. Okay, means if you are showing some content, the width of that class or that div will be up to the content. It will not take more width, it will not show you up the more width. So that is the max width. You can similarly take the max height also. Mean height, max height are other stylings for this. Then one more, after the text box we have some tags inside the text box called the h1 tag and p tag also. So we will apply the styles for them also, text box and the tag h1. Okay, so font size, first of all we decide font size will be like 45 pixel. It is imaginary or maybe the perfect. So margin, we will be taking margin bottom and then 20 pixel. Okay, and some color codes we will be using for this, like just make it F, which color shows of white. Okay, off white or like this. Then it will again having some p tag. Okay, so we will code for the p tag and then we will go for the browser to see our all changes. Then a p tag, right? P tag. So just we can apply the color and we can use the same color over here, white, and some font size. So it will be little less than the heading. Okay, so just keep it a 15 pixel, it will be good, or like this. Okay, so just check it whether we are no. Okay, so into the browser, right, like this. Okay, so why it is not updating? Because here in index.html no file is linked, right? So that is very much important. You link your css file first of all inside your html file in head tag. So how to link it is simply link your href by href, then give the file name, that is styles.css, right? I get the suggestion over here, and the relation will be your style sheets. Okay, then so just close this tag, right? And now you can save both. So this is here, you can just link relation. I will just save this. Okay, just let's see the changes. Is it performing or not? Why updated? Okay, let me see. It is styles.css. Wait, so this is, we are having updated style sheet, right? Now we need to make some changes. So for that we'll be using some properties over there. Okay, so that will be like see some properties that will be like our first property, that will be z index property. So z index property will be giving us, it will be one, either 1 or 100, that will be throw that navbar front or back. Okay, then just checking it, switch over to the tab. Okay, so it is coming over here, and now some user box. We want this image, girl image, to the right side. So what we can code for that, this is a user box, right? The class name I will find the user box class name, right? So we will be using the code for this. Okay, then okay, so okay, one more thing that I am missing here, the okay, anchor tag from the text box. We are going to style it first, then we will move towards the user box class styling. Okay, then anchor tag styling, we will just make it a simple display, that is our inline block. Inline block and flex are more useful to take your things at the proper positions. Text decorations, we will be taking none. And then so it will not apply any auto decoration, text decoration. Okay, so white color. Then some background, we will be using background of like some hash code. I will try to use EF51B and somewhere 5. Okay, so this is, yeah, this is the correct color. So padding we will apply, that is 10 pixels, same as our above code, 30 pixel for the okay. Then one font size, that will be like, font size will be like 18 pixel. Okay, we will try to keep it 18. Then some margin, so we need to apply the user box margin. Okay, so it is an anchor tag, it is a shop now text on our, let's see where it is. Okay, so it is shop now text over here. Okay, so margin top, we need to take it down, right? So for that we need margin top. So we will be writing code for margin top, that it will be around the 50 pixel, that will come down. Okay, then some border radius to it, so 6 pixel or 8 pixel we can keep it. 6 pixel will be looking good. Okay, so just see the changes again, and let's see guys what are the changes of this. Okay, so it is structured like a button, right? Because we have provided some background and margin to it and some padding over it. Okay, how to check this? If I want to change some top margin over here, okay, then just go to that thing. Okay, just go to that div or the text, just right click from your keyboard and then select inspect, the last option, select inspect. You will see this. Okay, you can make it in any, right? I will like this, do like this. So here if you are selecting this, okay, so this is more comfortable in this view, and we can make it simply. Now I have to change something of this. Okay, I want to change something of this. Then what should I change? If I want to change the font size, then I can change like this. Okay, if you want to test temporarily something, so test from here. And you see I have made it to the 22 pixel, right? But I find that this is not looking good or something, like I want to change. So just refresh, you will come to the original case, right? So these are not the permanent changes, these are just for the trials. Okay, then so like this. Now going to the code, that girl image, okay, we will be changing its position by using its class name user box class, correct? And the image tag, we want to apply all the changes on the image, right? So use this image tag over here. Okay, and then display a block. Okay, I will display it as a block, not inline or not flex. Then apply some padding over here. Okay, so padding to the top, I want to take her up, right? So 100 pixel. Then width will be, just to simply take this down, and width will be something yeah, around 400, like this, 400 pixel. Okay, so I will be keeping like this, and I want to take her up. Okay, up, right? Then margin from the bottom, so it will be in the minus, right? Whatever the things or component you want to take up, right? The div you want to take up from down, you need to give margin in the negative manner. Okay, in the negative manner. So it is a just like this, and let's switch to this. Okay, then I'm just going to refresh this, and this changes are saved or not. See. Somewhere I will just check the placement again, but okay, switching over this. we'll check again our this will be display inline. Just try it. Okay. This is just let's see the changes. What does it has? Okay, so we are going right for the HTML text. Div class somewhere. Okay, we are missing somewhere the div. Is it text box? Styles.css, yeah, it is correct. Style sheet. Which has been missing. The styles.css, we're applying the flex. Okay, and then let's try over this. Let's try from here. Okay, then I will inspect and make a style. .png. So padding is not applied over here. Why? Padding 10 will be the enough, and 30 pixel if I suggest. Okay, it is not moving left or right. So user block, user box padding. Sure, I suggest this one. Padding will be the 100 pixel. That's why the lady is not going up. Let's try now. Okay, switching over to this. Okay, again she is not ready to go up. Display the block. Yeah, we will make it switching over to the code. Let's see, just making it a block. I will apply now, and this padding will be the 100 pixel, not any left or right padding. We will apply padding top 100 pixel, and then moving towards this browser. Okay, still it is not getting applied. Still missing things. Then Z index we have applied. That is okay. User box needs some Z index. We are ahead of the user box coding, right? We are ahead of the user box. Okay, user box. So we need to apply the styling on the user box too, that we are not applying now. First of all, make its position something absolute. Okay, so make its position absolute, and then make a top 0, so it will hang on the top, right? Then make it a right, how much, something like 10 or 12%. Okay, I'm making it a 10%. Then apply a Z index property to the user box that will be coming in front. Okay, so 1% only. Now let's see whether we are able to see the changes or not. So this lady should go here. Yes, she is coming over here. Now one more styling color we will apply somewhere in this. So background color change, as it is a PNG image, it is not taking any its own background color like white background or anything. Okay, it is picking up the applied background color. Okay, 8E9 background color 8FE9 EE2, it will be something different background color. So guys, we are just with the code of this user box. Okay, so user box code is already applied. It is a display block, right? And so it user box will be having the something absolute position, right? And absolute position will be of the right to the 10%. Okay, and the top will be the 0, so it is coming at the upper portion of this header div. Okay, then again we are applying some background color to it. So switching over to the display of this CSS, it looks like finally our styling of this page is done. Okay, so here no linkings are provided, so that it is like this. Okay, so this is your style sheet we can apply. So I hope guys you understand the how the style sheets can be made and how the stylings can be applied. Make one thing, that use a step-by-step styling, that like you are using first of all the styling for the single class, okay, to this div, okay, then apply then check the stylings, okay, then apply styling to the next one, okay, try the styling to the next one, okay. So likewise one by one use the styling, right? So for the initial phases, this is the way to perform, right? So this is how we can make a styled web page. Okay, so this is a styled web page. Okay, and you have, I think, one unstyled web page right here, an HTML page, simple HTML page. So I will try to open this one. Okay, first HTML, correct. So this is a simple HTML page without any styling, and the shop now page is the styled page. If I click this, if I'm making this, right, what you can see, these things are going to and fro, right? They are not stable, or they are not coming one by one or something. It is fishy. Okay, so what we can do, so the next session we will be having the bootstrap for this. Okay, so what is the bootstrap exactly? I will give you some overview of that. Making the page responsive. What does mean responsive? If I make this page a smaller size, then all these things coming in the proper way. Okay, they should not be like this. Okay, so that is provided by our bootstrap responsive designs. Okay guys, let's meet for the next session on 3:15.